IPO milestone in the history of Dogness is a testament to Chairman Chen. His visionary leadership in building a brand, his commitment to excellence made all the difference in making this achievement possible. Chairman Chen and his talented team of directors and executives have worked diligently to hone the company's business strategy, invest in growth in key business segments, and strategically expand internationally. It is clearly your proactive leadership, Chairman Chen, that has been the key driver of your company's success and the ability to position itself for a successful IPO. Now, your IPO will mark a new era for your company and for the entire pet industry. And on behalf of more than 30,000 businesses comprising the greater New York business community, I congratulate Dogness, its Chairman Chen, directors and executives, as this company heads towards its next growth phase. Gongxi.
Since 2012, inspired by this smart technology and this IoT technology, IoT Internet of Things technology, Dogness meant to apply this smart technology and IoT technology into pet industry. With that application, we can solve a lot of issues, practical issues for pet owners, and make raising pet more scientific and easier and a lot more fun, and further enhancing the relationship between the pet and the pet owners. That's why Dogness has partnered with the largest European telecom provider, Telenor, the company that has this most advanced IoT technology, which is the China Aero Science technology. And we've been their strategic. These two companies and Dogness have been strategic partners since. We started to build this Dogness smart pet ecosystem. After 4 years of exploration of our intensive R&D and commercialization, Dogness has developed this cutting-edge technology, innovative product, the smart collar. And there are more smart pet products on the way. We think that so far, Dogness has already adapted this cutting-edge smart technology, and we also have this a broad and mature the marketing and the distribution channel all over the world after 14 years of hard work. And now at this moment, we think if we can combine the power of capital market, it will make Dogness grow by leaps and bounds. We plan in the next few years, Dogness is going to build this reliable smart technology or IoT network company for the pet and pet owners. And we're trying to lead this whole transformation or the application of this smart technology in the pet industry. Thank you so much.
家，因为有你而更加温馨；生活，因为有你而更加美好。在你的眼里，我就是全世界，而你让人类更有爱。一切源于执着一个梦想，让养宠更科学、更简单。一切源于坚守一份使命，至诚关怀，宠爱无限。Dogness 国际股份有限公司，宠物智能生态圈的传奇征程由此开启。 年的多尼斯，致力于专业宠物牵引产品的研发和积累。产品涵盖各类宠物牵引绳、可伸缩牵狗器、智能项圈等3大细分品类。凭借杰出的创新能力和集纺织、印染、模具开发、物件塑胶于一身的全产业链优势，多尼斯已成长为国家级高新技术企业和全球领先的牵引绳专业制造商及品牌运营商。14年来，多尼斯相互与众多世界级宠物连锁零售商成功合作，并率先成为家居连锁巨头一家在宠物牵引绳品类的品牌供应商。截至2016年，多尼斯高质量的牵引绳产品已出口至69个国家和地区，全球范围内代理商数量超过300家，并连续8年中国高端市场份额领先。2013年至2016年，净利润年均增长率达31.3%。3年来，新申请与取得授权的专利数量共突破120余项。技术创新永无止境。据不完全统计，2016年全球猫狗数量已突破8亿只，相关经济产值超2500亿美元。然而，宠物地位的不断提升，对传统宠物生活提出了巨大的挑战。据权威机构统计，在全球每年大约有1000万只宠物狗因各种原因丢失。此外，竟然有约20%的猫狗因为不科学的喂养，疾病接踵而来。更让人不可接受的是，每年大约有1000万只萌猫因为意外事故无辜受伤，甚至发生不幸。多尼斯因势而动，从宠物生活的痛点出发，通过完美整合2家世界500强的领先智能技术和全球电信服务，实现了企业跨界整合的蜕变。一场由多尼斯领导的世界宠物业的空前变革由此拉开序幕。2016年，经过4年来的探索，多尼斯成功携手物联网巨企中国航天科技集团和欧洲第2大电信运营商泰利诺集团，精心打造宠物智能生态圈，全面开启了智能养宠的崭新时代。多尼斯推出的性能出众的宠物智能项圈，迅速得到了市场的热烈响应。它不仅实现了全尺码覆盖，适合所有狗狗舒适佩戴，而且还拥有业界领先的精准定位、电子围栏、语音逗狗、LED 彩灯、运动记录和生活防水等诸多功能，就像给狗狗带上了一把安全锁。无论何时何地，让主人的关怀都形影不离，再也不用担心它的安全了。与时代共进，与世界同行，多尼斯始终以匠心超越自我，以创新引领行业，伴随昨日坚定的脚步。今日我们将再上高台，成为继百度、京东、网易等中国知名高科技企业之后，登陆美国纳斯达克，以宠物智能生态圈产品和服务为一体的上市公司。此次募集资金将主要用于宠物智能产品研发、渠道及市场推广、海外分公司设立及工厂的自动化改造。多尼斯预计上市后3至5年内，将顶尖的物联网科技先后应用于宠物项圈、狗笼、饮水机、喂食器和玩具等周边生活用品，以形成智能用品的一揽子解决方案，并将充分深挖多尼斯 APP 的平台价值，择机开发 APP 电信增值服务、移动电商平台，打造宠物社区服务以及移动 支付、平台交友和以宠物为主题的各种游戏等超值体验。至此，一个以智能产品为载体，以电信增值服务为骨干，以全球化销售平台为依托，以完善的宠物社区服务为目标的世界领先宠物智能生态圈将完美呈现。一个来自宠物界的巨大财富之门将向世人开启。多尼斯国际股份有限公司将作为宠物新业态的领导者进入亿万家庭，颠覆的世界将全面迎来宠物智能新时代。你准备好了吗？
I've been watching this video many times, as you know. But every time after I watch it, I become so inspired, so excited, thinking that I'm part of this journey, bringing this national brand into the world, becoming the leading brand of, globally. This is the disclaimer about the stage of our IPO. We've got the clearance from SEC and the FINRA. And we're waiting for the NASDAQ's approval to declare our registration statement effective, which can be any time now. We hope that Dogness brings the wildest care and endless love to our pet friends, pet family members. Our vision is rooting in our traditional products. And starting from this smart collar that I'm going to introduce a little bit later, and to build this whole smart pet ecosystem, and establish this pet IoT, the Internet of Things, a platform, and utilizing the big data to build the future of pet commerce. Here are a few investment highlights that I would like to share with you guys. First, we're going to look at how does the whole global pet industry look like, and then within this industry, where does the Dogness stand? And we're going to look at the marketing and distribution network that I've mentioned before, and we will introduce our cutting-edge smart collar product with you guys in detail. And the proven R&D capability that's behind this smart collar product. And we're going to spend some time talking about our compelling growth strategies, because we all know that when you are investing in a company, you are investing in the future of the company. And we're going to talk about our management team right after. This gives us some idea about how the global pet market looks like. Now, within this industry, where does Dogness stand? So first, let's take a look at our traditional products. Our nylon series, definitely the most competitive products, and the real leather series has higher value added. And right now, our key growth product is the retractable leash. And then our actual accessories sells very well and have been very popular as well. This is probably where that you care about most, right? On the left-hand side is our revenues, and on the right-hand side is our net incomes or earnings. Here are our sales by products, and the next will be by regions. So you can see, I mean, in our prospectus, there's only 2016 and 17 number. That's why we only put those numbers here. We actually have the audited 2015 number as well. Anyway, so you can see whether it's collars or leashes or a retractable leash and others, it has all been growing. And in terms of the chain stores, for example, in the US, we sell through Petco, PetSmart, Walmart, of course, and in Canada, Pet Value. And this company that I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's one of the largest chain stores in Japan. So, for example, Petco or PetSmart, they each have more than 1,500 stores in the US, each of them. So, I mean, looking at all these together, we can say that we almost, can kind of promote our products to almost every corner of the world. That's what we are saying. The smart collar. This is C2, right? And H2 is for the harness. So this little smart collar has very interesting and multiple functions. That includes the GPS positioning, the voice communication function, and it manages the dog or the pet's health conditions, and it has the LED lights as you see, and it's water resistant, and most importantly, it enables us to build this pet IoT or the Pet Internet of Things network. Let me talk about this in detail one by one. Okay, first of all, this collar, this little device, has this accurate GPS positioning function. So the other company with similar functions, they may be precise at 50 meters. However, we use three positioning methods together. We use the GPS, a locationing technology, and then this LBS and the Wi-Fi. So we use three methods of positioning in one device. And with the rigorous algorithm and the feedback, we are able to achieve the precision at 5 to 10 meters. So compared to at 50 meters, we are precise at 5 to 10 meters. And it also enables us to record the tracking of the dog. So if you're at work and or you're traveling and somebody else is walking your dog for you, and you want to know where did your dog exactly go, you can just turn on this recording function, and then you will be able to see exactly where your dog has been. And you can even pinpoint to the exact time where your dog was. And also with this locationing function, we can set up the safety zones for the dog. So you can do it in two different ways. And then when the dog goes beyond this safety zone, what we can do is we can use this voice communication functions to call your dog back right away. So here is like a little speaker on the device, and whatever you say from your app, from your cell phone, it can be delivered to the dog right away. In fact, this little function is quite difficult to achieve because when it applies to the pet products, it's even more difficult than the technology applying to human beings. We spent more than 1 year, probably 1.5 years, just to overcome this technology point. Okay, with this collar on the pets, we are able to monitor the pet's activity throughout the day and night, so that we can calculate the calorie that the dog has been consuming. The purpose of that is so that we can design or decide the right amount of feeding for the pets, because there's this actually common problem of overfeeding. So with this monitoring function, we can decide exactly how much we should feed the dog based on the activity level of the dog. And as you can see, it has this built-in LED light. You can just tap on your app on your cell phone to turn it on, or flash it, or turn it off. It's very convenient and very useful when you walk your dog at night, or when your dog went out and you are trying to find him or her. And this little thing is IP65 water resistant, meaning it's suitable for daily use of any pets perfectly. For this, I have to say something about Mr. Chen and about Dogness, because they know the pet's behavior and know the needs of the pet owners exactly. I've been looking at different products, actually over 15 products in the US market. They have similar but maybe just one single function, that kind of product. Actually, so far, personally, I haven't seen any product that has this waterproof or water-resistant function. It's actually quite considerate because this little thing is just like our cell phone. It has everything our cell phone has. It's just smaller. And when we use our cell phone, when it's raining outside, we will definitely put it back into our purse or just bring it in, right? But when the dog is wearing this collar, wearing this little device, they're not going to come back just because it's raining. And when they see the pool, they may just like to jump in, have a swim or something, right? So in fact, this water-resistant function is very useful and very convenient. Okay, this smart collar is backed up by this strong and proven R&D capability. We partner with China Aerospace Technology and then this major global telecom provider, Telenor. These are our strategic partners. Okay, next, let's kind of envision our future a little bit, talk about our strategy for the future growth. So, first of all, we are still holding firm ground for our traditional products. So, our traditional product has been growing about 10-20% every year, and we are maintaining this growth for the traditional product. But building on that, because the introduction of the addition of this smart collar product, that's definitely one of the strong stream of revenue in the future. But this smart collar is just the start point. We are going to apply this smart technology into different things. For example, smart cage, smart feeding station, smart watering station, and maybe smart toys, so that we can build up this whole smart pet ecosystem. Everything can be controlled by one app on our cell phone. And if that's not exciting, we have some more information and some more planning in our mind. With this pet ecosystem, smart pet ecosystem, it enables us to build this pet IoT network. What is that? As we sell more and more devices, the smart collar or smart other products and devices, we would have more and more users on our platform, right? So we can easily build this pet social network. For example, we use WeChat a lot, right? We can build something like WeChat for pets, for pet owners. They can make friends through this network. And we can build this pet living network, meaning from this network, from this platform, we can easily find the providers for services of the pets. For example, pet hospitals, veterinarians, and the pet boarding service, and maybe others. In fact, this pet boarding service, we have been thinking about that quite a lot. What's in our mind is just like Uber that's bringing two sides together. One side that has the need for transportation. The other side has the supply for transportation, right? Uber bringing those two groups of people on one platform. We are trying to do the same thing, but for pets. For example, if you are traveling or if you are just visiting in other places, but you need someone to take care of your pets. So you have one side of the people have the need for pet caring temporarily, right? And on the other side of the platform, there are a group of people, maybe they're professional in taking care of pets. Maybe they're just, they have pets themselves and they have time and the facility to care for the pets, maybe for a temporary period of time. So we are going to bring those two groups of people together on the same platform. And we have been thinking about that a lot and what it can bring us in the future. And the next, the pet commerce network, that's kind of obvious because once we have this platform, have this network, we can easily set up this online shopping thing, right? Maybe first our Dogness products, all kinds of Dogness products, and then we'll bring other suppliers as well. I want to remind us a few points here. Basically, how would these strategies affect our numbers, affect our bottom lines, right? First, our growth will still be rooted in our, we'll still keep the growing of our traditional products. That's one thing. The second, the introduction of these smart products will definitely add the stream to our the revenue growth. And then the third part, I don't know if you realize or not, this little thing is just like a cell phone. So we also, the users of those smart products, they also pay the subscription fee. So in the US, we charge $50 a year. It's not much. It's kind of nothing to the users. However, if you imagine thousands, millions of users, and who's paying that, it's like the membership fee, right? It's like the membership fee in Costco. I mean, Costco, that's just another story. In Costco, their membership fee takes almost 65% of their net income. So I'm just saying, it can be quite handsome. Right. Okay, so next, let me introduce our management team a little bit. Our CEO, Aaron Chen. You all see, he's such a young and energetic and motivated and hardworking leader. He's the soul of this company. And from my personal observation and the verification from all different places, I believe that Mr. Chen is he's the kind of person that's quite self-motivated, very hardworking, and he attracts talent from all places. For example, in our team, we have 6 doctors. 6 doctors, and that's quite impressive, right? And innovative. He's very innovative. He pops up new ideas and actually put it into action. And he's also able to kind of integrate all resources, because whether it's traditional product or smart products, it depends on it utilize the different resources, the fundings, right? The people or the talents. And even the social relationship or the support from the government. He's the one that's able to integrate all these resources and utilize it fully. And my name is Yunhao Chen. I'm one of this group of doctors. We call it a group of doctors, 博士军团. I had my finance MBA and accounting PhD. From University of Minnesota here, and after that I've been teaching in the university for almost 10 years and doing research regarding the capital markets. Actually, my research area is between accounting and finance, so it's more of the disclosure and firm disclosure and market reactions and so on. Now I'm one of those people that has been attracted to Dogness, that's been servicing Dogness, and we're proud to do that. And our COO has been with the company for 7-8 years, and has been in this industry for over 10 years as well. Our CTO is Mr. Yuan. We were saying that he's the brain behind our APP. So. And we have a very supporting and experienced board of directors. Aaron Chen is our chairman of board, and Mr. He is actually Dr. He. That's another doctor from our team. Dr. He is a specialist is very active in financing as well, right? 他是那个广发证券的那个
战略投资部的那个总经理。那他现在是纳斯特集团的董事长，广发纳斯特集团的董事长。We introduce Mr. Yuan, and this Mr. Wang is the owner of a jewelry group or jewelry a company. And then our Mr. Xiao is the financial expert for our audit committee. So we have this splendid or grand the vision, and we have this a clear strategy in mind. But the first step, we need to raise money. We need to do this IPO financing. So in this IPO, we plan to raise $40 to $50 million and $5 per share. We have 10 million shares existing, and now this time we are adding 8 to 10 million of shares. By the way, if you are interested in PE ratios, our PE ratio before the new shares will be 15, and after will be around 22, 23. Okay, after we raise this money from IPO, we plan to use these proceeds into those areas. First, keep investing in our R&D. We know that the future of the company depends on your investment in R&D. And we're going to spend a part of it in marketing our new smart products, including setting up 2 branches, 1 branch in the US, 1 branch in Europe. And we're going to improve our equipment and make it more automatic. And we'll spend some money on the factory building upgrades and so on. We are proud to work with the first-class service groups in the US. For example, our auditor is Freeman, our underwriter is Spartan, and then our legal counsel is Kaufman, and our investor relationship is ICR. And our transfer agent is Island Stock Transfer. So we are proud and we're fortunate to work with first-class IPO service providers on this project. Well, this is our introduction for our Dogness company. And if you have any questions, feel free to let us know, and we'll try to let you know more details or whatever that you're interested in. So thank you much.